It's a fascinating story how the window became a part of the history.
In preparation for celebrating this Silver Jubilee, the old girls met. There was no association then. They met and with Mother Evangelist Holly, and were asking her what they could do, what gift they could give to celebrate Ursuline's 25th year.
She suggested several things, but they chose to do a window. So the alumni commissioned a glass company in Munich, Germany, which is still in business today, and for $1,000 to have this window.
Churches, especially Catholic churches, sought out Zettler's work. Zettler was the master. He did the romantic European style of art and the very detailed German Baroque style, very flourishing art.
And they chose the parable of the 5 wise virgins, which is so appropriately, amazingly stunning, and as important today as it was then. It signified the 5 Ursuline sisters who came from Galveston to set up Ursuline in Dallas. We don't know a lot about the installation of it, except that it was in the old school in 2 different locations. In the first location, it was in a sister's chapel, which was the second chapel on the campus. When it was moved to the new chapel in the old building, we have quite a few pictures of that. When the school was moved to the new campus, and the old school was sold, the window was packaged in wooden crates with excelsior.
As the window was dismantled, they were very careful. They separated the panels, which were about 2 by 3. And each panel was packed in its own crate.
So it came to this campus then in the very early 50s. And then it remained here until 1974. And on the occasion of the school's 100th anniversary, it was given to the Dallas Historical Foundation, which ran Old City Park. There is an excellent journey to reconstruct this window because it happened over perhaps 20 years. Jean Aber and I were just passionate about finding the window, and we looked all over campus.
We found the window finally after search.
Instead of being stored vertically, they had been stored horizontally. And not only had they been stored horizontally, but there were tables and chairs that were packed on top of them.
I opened each crate and put it on a big table in on the porch at St. Joseph's.
It was very exciting, but it was very sad because the crates had been broken, the glass had been fractured, and there were thousands and thousands of pieces, which Jean lovingly uncrated, hand-washed, sorted, and identified. In unpacking one of them, we even found some black, thick stockings that the sisters had worn. Someone told us there were some old nuns' habits in it, but we didn't see that.
The biggest challenge with the Ursuline window for the science building is the fact that there are large sections of the window that are smashed or missing. That's been the most unique challenge of this window, is recreating pieces that are just missing. It was a do-it-yourself jigsaw puzzle. At one point we had a 4x8 table with all the glass laid out on, all the broken glass shards laid out on it, and a team of workers piecing the parts together, saying, oh, I think this piece goes here, this piece goes there, this one goes here. What's unique about this window as a restoration project is it's not going up into natural sunlight. This is going into a LEED certified green building where it's a recycled material that we're using in this building, and that's the stained glass, the old stained glass. We're recycling it. And it's not going into a natural window opening, it's going into a light box, a gigantic light box.
There were so many people involved with the restoration of the stained glass window, from its conception through its restoration process. We have so many people to thank, especially for those Ursuline alumni, that without their commitment to this project, it wouldn't have been possible.
Seeing it was just awesome. But the amazing thing for me was that it looked brand new. And I had a hard time adjusting to that because I had seen the pieces and the twisted metal, and you know, it was not put together. And here it was, radiant, and I just thought of the sisters in the old school and the people who had brought their prayers and petitions in the chapel where the window was.
I had no idea that it would come out so well, and they did a marvelous job of restoration, and it was of course closer than I'd ever seen it because it was up above the altar, and it was just magnificent.
I think the window speaks today to this wonderful, incredible French family science, math, technology building, in that it balances and complements what is taught in the building. It speaks to the soul, whereas the building also trains the mind and excites the mind. So I think it is part of the Ursuline mission in educating the young woman, the whole woman, and the spirit of the woman. I don't think you can look at that window and not be moved by it.